Hello and welcome to Just Chopsing Podcast. And today's guest is the beautiful Abigail Bela. And obviously the other beautiful person is my cousin and co-host David. How are you going, guys?
Hi. Great. Thank you. It's a beautiful summer day in England.
Is it? Oh, really? Well, I don't know if you know, but I'm in Holland.
Oh, no,
And
I didn't know that.
yeah, it's pretty windy. It rained a little bit early, but yeah, I don't know what's like in Wales, Dave, because Dave's in Wales. So
it's okay here, but I know you guys have had a lot of flooding in London, haven't you? It's been pretty horrendous over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it was a storm situation, very bad. But today the sun is out, so it feels more like summer again.
Okay, so no swimming in your basement.
No, not today. Maybe tomorrow.
All right, then, Abby. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about your backstory.
Okay.
Because I've been reading your bio, and it says that you're actually a London-based actor.
Correct.
And you were born in Poland, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
the some of the articles got it wrong. Like they assumed I was British just because I'm in Britain.
Yeah. So how old were you when you left Poland?
Oh, like that's like a long time ago. I was like a teenager when I left.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you weren't a baby then.
No, I wasn't a baby.
Okay.
I wasn't a baby, but yeah, like, and I studied in the US and the UK. I've lived in Argentina. I've kind of lived around the world. So
yeah, I see you lived in Thailand as well, I think.
Yeah, Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam, yeah, that's
briefly.
it. Sorry.
Yeah, that was my brief time in Vietnam. So I've done the rounds, and now I'm in East London.
Okay, yeah. So you appeared at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
Yeah, I did. I actually did a play there where I played a Russian cosmonaut.
Yeah.
Because it's like because I can do Eastern European accents without it being like offensive, like
okay,
like racially offensive. So I played Valentina Tereshkova, the Russian cosmonaut, first woman in space. Yeah. It was very nice.
Yeah, you sound like then. You sound like this woman off 90 Days to Wed.
Oh, which one? Oh, I don't know that one.
The Ukrainian one. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Is she funny?
She's a bit stuck up, really.
Oh.
The poor guy that she's with, he like lives on a farm or like in the outback somewhere, and then she's this girl from the Ukraine, and she's come to live in this like it's like a lavish caravan, if you like, I suppose. And he's quite a big guy, and obviously she's very fit, and she wants to make him healthy, and she's trying to change him, and yeah, but it's not really working out well. So I think she's going to go back to the Ukraine soon.
I should watch that. Like, which show is that?
90 Days to Wed.
Oh, 90 Day. Oh, is that like 90 Day Fiance, like UK?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a new season called 90 Days to Wed again. So.
Yeah, I saw that there's like I actually saw that there's like a casting. The casting for 90 Day Fiance UK is open, and I'd love to be on it, but I don't think that my boyfriend would qualify because they're looking for people in the UK who are dating someone from outside the country.
Well, he's definitely outside the country, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like probably the most like long distance relationship you could find.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see.
But we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to cover the serious stuff first.
Thank you. That's fine.
Because we'd like to know a little bit about you first to be truthful, and because it says that you were awarded a diploma from acting coach school in Scotland.
Yeah, I went to this like little school in Scotland. It was like I spent like a year in Glasgow basically training for acting, and it was like a super intense course.
Okay.
It was really like fun to be in Glasgow because it's like it's just like very open and very like they really love immigrants, which I can't always say of the UK in general. Like
yeah, especially England.
Yeah, like that's not always like a safe thing to like disclose straight away. So like Scotland's very refreshing. It's like it's beautiful, and it's a great experience. If someone's thinking about going to Glasgow, like I really recommend it because it's super fun.
Yeah, because I didn't know what it was, acting coach. Scotland. I've never heard of it, to be honest. So
It's like a studio style school. So what happened with me is I went back to acting after like doing some other things for a few years, like professional acting. And if you want to be a professional actor in the UK, you need to be part of Equity. You need to be part of Spotlers, like certain like you like acting unions need to be a part of, and to get into that you need to have already loads of credits in the film industry, which is hard to get unless you're in the union. It's like this like circle. And Acting Coach Scotland is like one school in the UK that is a studio style school. There's like others too, but it's one of like the whole thing is that once you graduate, it's like you've been to drama school, because you can join Equity. You get like all the like accreditations they would normally get after 3 years doing a drama degree down south.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's very like accessible. It's like that's like their whole innovation, that they make it accessible to the working classes or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, actually. I mean, I think I might sign up.
Yeah, for sure. Because
get a job on Vikings.
Oh yes, you should totally do that. You should become a Viking. I thought you were a Viking.
I used to be a Viking, actually, but I cut half my beard off. Now I'm only half a Viking, so.
I love Vikings. I can't get cast in any of these medieval things not for want of trying. I don't know. I feel like Slavic people should be cast for all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like not the thing, especially since like the Vikings did invade Poland many times, and they owe me.
Yeah, they owe you. Yeah.
They owe you. Yeah.
I don't know what they owe you. Get your metal detector out.
Yeah, it's like this is like Eastern European privilege. Like if you invaded us, like if you invaded my country, you owe me something. And now there's like a long list of people that I get to make fun of as a comedian because they invaded my country at some point.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I say, being in the UK, really, everybody's been over here, haven't they?
Yeah. I know, but like what I really love is like the old school jokes about the French, like the rivalry between France and England is one of my favorite like comedy things ever.
Okay.
So with regards to the acting, I've seen you starred in a movie called Full Bodied.
Yeah, that's in pre-production, so it's being made now.
Okay, because I've checked it out on YouTube and I can see like the storyboard and different things.
Yeah.
Is it an animated movie or is it actual?
No, this is just like little things that like people who are making it are putting out, but it's an actual like feature with like real people.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's pretty cool. Like the guy who is behind it, his name is Steve Exeter. He's kind of a genius. Like he writes historical fiction. He does like script writing. He produces this stuff, and he wrote this like hilarious comedy about like archaeology, like all the like Indiana Jones kind of postmodern, like whatever we think is like British archaeology, all the stereotypes. And he wrote this like screwball comedy basically about like new age people trying to discover the secrets of the ancient world. And okay. I star in it, and I don't star in it. I'm a supporting actor in it, but I play a feminist archaeologist who doesn't like men very much.
Okay.
Okay, so was that easy for you to play?
It was. I mean, I just act natural.
So why don't you like men?
Oh no, I like men. It's just like that, that face is that face of like, disdain and like it's that kind of face. So she's got that face and the glasses. But yeah, Steve Exeter, if anyone's watching this, they want to like check out Steve Exeter, you want to get into like historical fiction. He does like a bunch of other stuff as well. So
cool. So
definitely one to watch.
When is that coming out? And how's it going to be released? Is it coming out on like DVD or is it going to come out on social media or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's getting released. It is getting released next year. Okay. There's been I'm not sure like what like the technical side of it is, because I'm just a dumb actor. I just care about my lines. I just highlighted my lines, so I'm going to show up and do it. But it is like a super fun project, so it's definitely going to be out there soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you refer to yourself as an actor.
Yes.
Why don't you refer to yourself as an actress? Because
I change. Sometimes I call myself an actress, and sometimes I call myself an actor.
Because I know with the women's movement, if you like, they decided that the word actress was demeaning. I mean, women are actresses. I mean, I'm a bit older than you probably, and ever since through my years of growing up.
Wow,
our age is probably added to yours.
You don't know that though. They didn't say my I don't know if people know my actual, anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, we don't.
I'm 105.
How old are you?
36.
Oh, I just said we didn't need to know your age.
Excuse the scoop there.
All right, so yeah, and then you've attended method acting classes then, and this has obviously helped going forward with your part in Full Bodied. And it says also you've attended funny school. So do you do stand-up at all?
Yeah, not stand-up. I'm trying to break into stand-up a little bit, but stand-up, I don't know, you guys do stand-up at all?
No.
Or tried it?
I reckon that's gotta be pretty scary.
Yeah. That's raw. Stand-up is for the really, that's really living on the edge. That's for people who are not scared of death or or a fate worse than death. It's so extreme, and it's so hard to write a good punchline. It's once you get into stand-up, it's that's your life, because it's so intense. So I've been kind of circling around stand-up. My main thing is improv. I'm kind of constantly doing classes. Any actor, you're always doing classes. So my place is the Groundlings Theater and School in LA. I do Zoom classes with them, and they're super prestigious. Obviously, they have they put out all these people who kind of go on to be on SNL and do commercials and all the funny stuff. But I cannot praise it enough. It's if someone's looking to get into improv, or just wants to, not just for comedy, but just for their own acting skills, the Groundlings is a great school, and they're really friendly. They're not snooty at all.
Okay.
Very they're very, very nice. Because I when I first started there, I thought they'd be snooty and look down on you and stuff, but they really don't, and it's not super expensive either. So
is that pretty difficult doing it over Zoom though?
Yeah, it's different. It's different, but you get used to it. You just think of it as a movie rather than a show.
Yeah. Okay.
So everything kind of happens here in your face and in your hands and stuff like that.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, there's not much moving around and playing a trumpet or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can try, but it's
Hold on, I got a bag full of tricks by the side of me.
No, but so it's so I'm more of an improv person, hide in the scene with other people kind of thing, and just writing comedy, doing my own thing this on YouTube and stuff.
Okay.
But the other one thing I will mention as well, in terms of training, since we're talking about schools, is I also I've taken classes at the Strasberg Institute. That's the official method acting, his David Strasberg's son runs it and stuff. And it's really great. I know method acting is kind of, even though it's so iconic, it's kind of unpopular in the UK these days. People are very Lyndon seems to be very Meisner. Don't know if you guys are into the history of like acting and stuff, but
no, I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
No, normally no.
I know of Charlie Chaplin. That's about as far as I know.
Oh, okay, but so quick history of acting. The method acting is the acting we see in Hollywood, and there were 3 main characters that were teaching it in the 20th century, and they were kind of rivals, and they hated each other, and they were drama queens. And one of them was Meisner, and another one was Strasberg. And Strasberg is the one that you will normally that's what people mean when they say method acting these days. They mean the Brad Pitts, they all do Strasberg style acting.
De Niro and I mean, De Niro's probably the most famous.
Brando, Marilyn Monroe. So, and Meisner was like, when it was like, it's like this opposing school, and Linden is not Strasbourg friendly. So there's like a preference for this other type of acting. So.
Okay. Is that kind of like more classical acting then? Is it more like Richard Burton sort of acting?
Yeah, it's not so much more classical, but it's just less like, so like, for example, Strasbourg is more like you're acting like from the inside without, like you need to feel the situation, like it's really happening. Whereas like the British way, which is also the school I went to in Scotland, that's definitely they're like very orthodox about it. It's like you're not supposed to think, you're just supposed to do stuff. It's very like pragmatic British, stiff upper lip, like no feelings here.
Okay.
Which is like fine, like it depends on like what works for you. But yeah, I cannot say enough good things about the people who teach at Strasbourg and my coach. And it's just, if somebody wants to like, someone's like a sensitive drama queen, they want to feel things inside really deeply, they should do some Strasbourg method acting.
Okay, cool.
I would say then, so one of my favorite actors is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So definitely a big example of that then.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his method is. I think he's just himself. Like, I think he just like does his own method. He does his own like thing. Nicolas Cage School of Acting.
Yeah, I think he's the same in everything, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just awesome. He's absolutely awesome. I love the guy.
But like Abbie says, there's not really a method. Well, there is a method. It's the Nicolas Cage method.
Yeah.
Because it's the same in everything. So, but De Niro is probably the most famous living method actor at the moment, I would say. Him and Al Pacino.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, they're really good. All right. So yeah, that's nice to know a little bit about your background.
Yeah. So have you got any more projects in the wings for acting?
Yeah, so I have an ongoing thing on my Instagram. It's Abbie Bela's Actress Diary. I do these like little diary entries for the day, and they're kind of like a postmodern take on image and modern life and existential terror and what it means to be human today. And they're kind of funny, but in a sad way. So that's kind of my thing that I'm doing now.
It's not a Me Too. It's not a Me Too thing, is it?
That too. I am a raging social justice warrior, but like also very sarcastic, which kind of makes up for that. No, it's not really Me Too, but it's Me Too-y, I guess. It's just about like like modern. I guess it is a little bit about the trials and tribulations of being a woman in this time.
In the 21st century.
And in this early part of the 21st century.
Okay, cool. No, I'll have to look into that. I mean, I've seen some of your Instagram stuff, obviously, but I don't think I've watched many of your little clips.
Yeah, that got a little bit overshadowed by my relationship.
Yeah, we'll go into that now. I mean, I came across you because I discovered you in one of the national newspapers, the national UK newspapers. And it said that you were actually abducted by an alien or aliens.
Yes.
And you were taken to the Andromeda Galaxy, which David has looked up, and there's no possible way you could have got there.
Well, I mean, it was a spaceship, so.
I know it was a spaceship, but how far away is it, Dave?
2.5 million light years.
So you could have done it, but you couldn't have done it in 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that's like if I travel in a human-made Virgin Galactic spaceship, but I traveled in like a real spaceship.
Yeah, because like they can only do like 36,000 miles an hour or something. So
it's different. Like it defies like physics. It's a different technology. It bends time and space, and then you just like you're there.
Yeah. So I know part of it was kind of like you were wishing that you could meet somebody from another planet. Is that because was that as a result of kind of like lockdown and you getting frustrated and maybe the dating scene is really, really difficult at the moment, or is just there's so many plonkers out there that you've given up on the male race, maybe?
I wish I could say it was the lockdown, but it really isn't. That's like that joke has been around. Like I've been doing this routine for a long time. Like, I just started joking about it because it's just true. And I think a lot of my girlfriends kind of like, and this is like a very heteronormative conversation, but a lot of my girlfriends really related to that because the joke is men on Earth are trash. An abduction by aliens.
Stop. Don't include me in that conversation, please.
No offense. Like, okay, present company accepted. Not all men. Okay, hashtag not all men.
Me
but
too.
Men are trash. Yes, but men are trash. So would it not even like, what is like, can you think of any, like, it is so bad. I would prefer to be abducted by aliens and like tested upon by aliens and like probed by aliens is better than like so many first dates on Tinder.
Okay. So I mean,
and the aliens know what they're doing and they're all qualified engineers and they like to travel and have their own vehicles. Not all people on Tinder have those qualifications.
I'd say most of them probably haven't, to be fair.
Exactly.
So did you actually fall in love with this alien that abducted you?
Yes, I did. It was love at first sight.
It was love at first sight. Okay.
Yeah.
And when he picked you up then in the spaceship, did he go straight for Uranus?
No, he didn't, because that's a no-go zone for me. So that would have been no for me.
Oh, is his name Paul or not?
Sorry?
Is his name Paul? What's his name? Is this guy's name Paul?
Oh, no. His name isn't Paul. Maybe someone called him that, but no, like I can't tell anyone his real name, because when I tell you the real name, the CIA will know, and then they'll find him and experiment on him. And like, bless him, like he's a very sweet guy, but he doesn't really know anything. So he can't tell him anything, but they're going to torture him. So I don't want him to be tortured.
Okay. But if he doesn't know anything, then he's pretty similar as the rest of the trash men that you've been dating.
No, he doesn't know anything. He knows a lot about women, Earth women. He knows now. Right. Yes, but he just doesn't have any secrets because he's not like he's not like a government official on Andromeda. He's just he's like a soldier. He's a captain. He's like Okay,
because I read also it was very taboo for an alien to date an Earth girl, if you like.
Yeah, we had to keep it secret at first because obviously they've been watching us and they say we're not the smartest.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like a bit of a downgrade for him. He had to like really explain it to people what was going on there. It like, these relationships with aliens, it's not like they're not happening because like they're impossible. It's just they're not coming here for that because we're freaky to them.
Okay. Do you know a woman called Paula Smith?
No. What is she an alien abductee too?
She is, and she's actually been abducted 52 times. She's a lady from Yorkshire.
I do know her. Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Yes, she was also featured, I think, in the papers regarding this situation.
Okay.
And yeah, so remind me the story. She was like, she's
been abducted since she was a child. She goes, I think she goes on holiday twice a year. Because she's been up to 52 times. I mean, you could.
That's smart. That's smart. That's a free holiday and a medical check.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That woman is smart. I love it.
Yeah, maybe she gets her teeth done every year. So
yeah, she gets everything done. Like she just gets a little upgrade twice. I love it.
That sounds good to me. So you obviously you were saying about the first dates and everything are a bit difficult. What about meeting the parents? Has any of that sort of happened yet?
Yes, they don't really have families in the same way that we understand families. It's more like communities of like, like whatever induction chamber they all developed in. So, but I have met like all of his friends, and they all seem to be very open. And what we would consider to be his parents, were also very nice. So.
Yeah, I mean, I got abducted once, and I met all his friends as well, and they took me to this bar on the moon, but I only stayed for 5 minutes because there was no atmosphere. David didn't know where I was going with that then.
I tell you, I've learned so much about my cousin over the podcast over the past couple of months.
I love it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of vibe between me and my alien boyfriend. So
cool.
Is
it physical? Is it physical or is it kind of
yeah,
like mental?
it's telepathic, but
Yeah.
it's like physical. Like because he's like he emanates light, so he can't touch me like directly, but he touches me with his mind, and everything like is amplified. It's like when he touches me, it's like 1,000 touches, everything is like times 1,000.
It's not Sting, is it? Because I know Sting does tantric sex.
Yeah, Sting wishes he did tantric sex.
Yeah, that's what he tells everybody. Yeah.
What is he even up to? Oh my God, I've not heard that name in such a long time. He's so funny.
So are the wedding bells in the distant future?
I don't want to jinx anything, but we've been hanging out a lot, and I have this weird feeling that someone may be asking me a question soon, but we'll see.
Where do you hang out then? Do you hang out at his place or your place?
My place, because it's like you said, it's like many millions of light years away to go visit him. So every time like I make a trip there, it's like very hard on my body. So it's just safer for him to visit me.
Okay, and where does he leave his spaceship?
He just the spaceship just becomes invisible and it hovers outside.
Oh, so he basically teleports in.
Yeah, he teleports
right.
in through the balcony.
Oh, right, because I read the book on anti-gravity once, but I couldn't put it down.
You've been digging these out, haven't you? DL.
I was just wondering where he put his spaceship.
Oh, dear.
So
have your friends met him then as well?
Yeah, my housemate has met him. She's a very open-minded person, and yeah,
is it male or female?
Female.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is she jealous in any way then? Because obviously you've been explaining the way that you feel when when you go for a bit. Is she jealous and want to trade her boyfriend in or anything?
She hasn't said anything. Maybe it's on the cards. Who knows? But I think she's fine.
Well, if he brings his mates over, he can have a party and then introduce her to a few more of his friends, and then see where you go.
Well, that's the thing that I want. This is my mission actually, because I want more women to experience interspecies dating, and I want more women to date aliens because I think it's an upgrade on Earthmen, and I think this is probably the beginning of the end of Earthmen, because given a choice, I think most women will choose an alien.
Well, Welsh people are aliens to English people.
I think to English people, everyone is an alien.
That's right.
You want to bash? Do you want to bash English people for 5 seconds?
Yeah, I don't mind.
we normally have a 5-minute session on bashing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like so necessary. I love English people bashing. It's dangerous though because I live here, so I have to pretend to be like dumb, like I don't understand. But I understand what you're all doing. English people, I know what you're thinking.
Who'd you follow in the rugby then?
What is rugby? Like, that's like a question so above my head. I don't, not England, just that's all I have to say.
Well, you're on the right side.
When I know like Italy was playing like in the soccer, they were like, it was Italy and England. Obviously I'm on Italy's side. I don't know. I'm not that into sports in that way. So I don't know.
Okay, you were lucky you didn't get your windows put through then, if you were supporting Italy.
Yeah, almost. Well, not like just like inside my head, like.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
But it's mental. So, like it's like a religion here. The rugby and.
It is. Yeah, it's even more so in Wales. That's kind of like our national sport. So.
Nice.
Whenever we play England, that's a big game, and it's always the biggest game, really.
Yeah, it's always the biggest game. Yeah,
it's massive.
I mean, we play against Scotland, Ireland, France, and Italy, and we don't care who we lose to as long as it's not the English. We have to beat the English at all costs.
That's
So,
right.
Is Wales gonna do like a Scottish thing and like just like leave the UK?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think they could, to be honest. I don't think they could support themselves.
Yeah, join Scotland.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Scotland would want us.
No.
No, why not?
Nobody wants the Welsh.
It would really make people in Westminster angry, though.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
They do it just to make them angry. They just like take you in.
That's it. No, we have got our own sort of local government, don't we? Our Welsh government, do you know what I mean? So how have you been finding COVID then? That must be, what's obviously we can't mention his name, but what's your boyfriend been making of that?
Paul.
You must be thinking we're a bunch of wallies if we can't, we've got a massive pandemic going throughout the world. And, yeah.
How was Paul cope with it?
Paul, codename Paul. Paul, he does he's been asking me some questions, like, for example, why are Earthmen millionaires out there in the sky blocking his view, causing traffic accidents for the aliens in their shabby little penis-shaped rockets when there's a pandemic downstairs and everyone's dying and they don't pay any taxes? He's very confused about that.
Yeah, I think that's a good question.
Yeah, I think we're all a bit confused about that, to be honest.
He asked me if these were like runaway kids from school or something, because the aliens are seeing their like funny little man-made spaceships upstairs, and they're like, what is the school kids or like hooligans, like what's going on? And he was very surprised to hear that these were some of the most powerful and wealthy people on the planet in these penis-shaped capsules. So
yeah, the penis-shaped rocket. Yeah. I mean, is that a coincidence? I ask myself. They've got 4 billionaires in a penis-shaped rocket going to outer space,
Yeah, but I do want to make mention of one thing. I posted a video about it as well when it was happening, that like my boyfriend is an alien, and like he's a classic alien with the really long fingers for probing. Like they can, like, these Earth millionaires, they will never win the competition, the finger measuring competition with my boyfriend, because their fingers are always going to be small.
But I wanted to ask you a question about that, because I did see one of your podcasts, and I got to be careful what I say because my mum listens to this.
Okay.
And I don't want to shock her too much. But I know you were talking about the fingers and stuff, and then you were saying it's an advantage because they don't open their mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what about the tongue?
Oh, this is so specific. But that part is telepathic.
That's what I was just going to say, Dave. You weren't really paying attention.
I know they think telepathically. I know that.
Because the fingers might be long, but they don't touch anything. So there's no actual probing going on.
They send out signals telepathically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all done by these EGBG lights that fill Abigail's body.
Because the point is that it's like, so like the pleasure is so extreme that if he did like put anything in anything, it would be too much. That's why he's always going to win the finger competition with these Earthmen.
Okay.
So would you explode?
Yeah.
Or implode?
Like we don't know what would happen because it's not been done before. But one thing's for sure, that when I'm dating Earthmen, sometimes like something's inside and I don't know if it's inside or not. Like I'm like no fear of death here because we don't know what just happened. You need to check. So saying to all the girls out there, like, or the girls, gays and nays, think about it, aliens.
So why, if this alien is, I was going to say all singing and dancing then, but it's probably not all singing and dancing.
He kind of is.
If they're so powerful, why can't they actually come to Earth and relieve our suffering, if you like, and kill the pandemic and fix world famine? I mean, they must have the ability to do that if they're so technologically advanced.
Yeah. They want to, but they're scared to come here because they're not a warrior species. They're
Okay.
not made to make war. And like they see all these like weird movies we make and how like, like crazy preppers and stuff, like they're scared that when they come here, we'll just like cause a war. They know we have nuclear weapons and that we're really dumb. So they're scared that if they make themselves known and try and help us, someone's going to press that button and just like obliterate the earth.
Yeah.
So like because they'll panic and try and like kill them. So they're just scared that we'll kill ourselves trying to kill them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. What do they think about our movies then? Because obviously, we've got so many different movies that depict so many different alien species types. So they think that's a bit of a joke then, do they?
No, I think my alien, like he's kind of he's not like that into movies, but obviously I think like the biggest one that makes him like think twice is like all the Men in Black stuff and like
Independence Day.
Just all that like destructive like end of like aliens are coming kind of thing, and they don't blame us for seeing them as the enemy, but they like it just feels like libel basically, because it's like you haven't met me and you're already saying that I'm the bad guy. So
yeah, it's like a rap artist, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't met him, but we know he's a bad guy. But he's probably great, actually, but allegedly,
Yeah.
He was, but I mean, like, who killed Tupac though? Like, was it Biggie? Like, okay, never mind. I don't even know.
I think Biggie was almost murdered with him, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, no, it was, but it wasn't like the whole thing about like Tupac that like it was really Puff Daddy or something, and like it was like a double, triple bluff or something.
I don't know. I'm not really into rap music, to be honest.
But that's how the aliens feel when we libel them by saying that they're gonna come and invade us, because they're not coming to invade us. They're coming.
They're coming to help.
Yeah.
And nick all the women.
Yeah.
Sounds like
that's why the fucking the powers that be want to blow them up.
Too right. Because I've seen another podcast. They're like transgender. So, is there a chance of us fellas having a alien girlfriend?
Sure, but like, yes, of course. Yeah. But the point is, like, you need to date the alien. You need to be like, your heart needs to be pure. You need to not be lying or having dirty thoughts. Like, you need to be like open to this connection. So,
but maybe if they're not into probing, maybe they want to be probed themselves. And we're equipped for that. I know not everybody's equipped, like you said. So
not every man that she's met on Tinder.
Some of the guys you've met aren't, but
Sure. I mean, I would totally invite that. Although I will say in advance that probably probing is maybe not the competition you want to be getting into with an alien. But I'm sure there's like aliens that will take on a feminine form and like would love to be with a man, but you have to be pure of heart. And I feel like a lot of women these days are a little bit more like mature and equipped to date aliens. Because what I find, for example, on Tinder, and I'm not talking about you, Dave, or like, I'm not saying it's like anyone here on this podcast, but I'm just saying like men in general on Tinder, men seem to like women, like they don't have they're not looking for anything more. They're just looking for whatever they can grab. And women are looking for something a little bit like, not all, but like many women are looking for something a little bit more like higher, like more like not as like deeper. I don't want to say like not like
they're looking for a more deeper connection.
Not just deeper connection, but if you're gonna advertise yourself as an F buddy, or like, I'm looking for something casual, no strings attached, then bring it. Like, then bring the products to them. Like, bring it. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Because a lot of guys say like, oh, I love to like make love. Like, I'm looking for women for a casual relationship. And when it comes to the thing, tent's not going up.
Yeah.
Or, like the performance is underwhelming, or like basic biological facts have not been learned in adolescence.
Or school.
Yeah, exactly. Or school. Like there's like gaps in knowledge. So I feel that's why women are like reaching out to aliens or should reach out to aliens, because there's like gaps in knowledge. Whereas I find that women have a very good grasp of biological facts.
Yeah, do you think more women should? Well, instead of going turn into aliens, then why don't women turn to women?
I think they do. Have you seen lesbian TikTok?
No.
Oh, dude, like this is the end of men. Like that's it. We're done.
So we're done, are we? Oh,
Yeah.
Christ.
There's some like lesbian TikTok is full of like butch and stud lesbians that like it's basically the man vibe, the man sexy without the man idiot part.
Yeah. I never understood that. I mean, I never understood. I mean, I'm not against sexist. I'm not sexist, or I don't know what you would call it. But I never understood why when two women lesbians, there's usually a manly lesbian, if you like. Why don't they just get a man? Is it their intellectual feelings, or?
No, but it's not always. I'm not a lesbian expert, but I'm an alien expert. But no, but it's just like individual preferences. It's just about like how you like present yourself. It's not so much, no one's trying to be the man and the woman in the relationship in that kind of a way. It's just like what you're attracted to might be attracted to like more like dominant and like butch energy, or someone might be lots of lesbians or two femme lesbians together, or two butch lesbians. It's not always like, maybe it's just something that like people notice more. I think
it's probably a bit of stereotypical as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not like it's not really like that.
No,
but I just like butch people. Like I just like manly men.
Yeah.
Manly,
Alien.
okay, so you like
Aliens.
Oh no, you slipped it there. You like manly men,
Aliens.
not manly aliens.
But you haven't met many manly men either. That's the problem. I'm the same. I get attracted to not butch women, but like strong women. So I've been married for 30 years next year, and my wife is very independent. I'm not going to call her butch because she's going to come up and slug me now.
Oh, you will be a dead man.
I know. She's very independent and very strong-willed and all that. You know what I mean? And then kind of like, you know, like when you look at personalities in movies and all that, the women that I tend to find attractive are the ones that are likely to give me a good hiding as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like Pink and Angelina Jolie, so they're the sort of ladies that I sort of like get attracted to.
Cool.
Lara Croft.
Who's that? Lara? Yeah, love a bit of Lara Croft.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
So does your wife know that you're trying to have an affair with an alien?
No, not yet. No, but she will after that, won't she?
Maybe.
Like, do we
could both
just
have an affair
expose
with
this?
an alien.
Yeah, I mean, your wife should like, DM me because I can hook her up. That's for sure.
I don't think that's a good idea, not after the way you've been explaining things.
So what happens when you have a row with codename Paul?
Yeah.
I mean, does he need his own space?
Yeah, he likes his own space, but like when he's with me, like he sticks to me like glue.
So you don't
like,
row much?
Yeah, it's electric. We try to go out, I try and show him like, the birds and the bees, but we spend a lot of time in my bed, telepathically connecting. Yeah, it's hard to
I was going to say, you're not doing much, but just laying there.
Yeah, my favorite position. I just lie back and like let him do all the work telepathically. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, it saves him lying on top of you, I suppose, getting, squashing you a bit.
Yeah, getting sweaty.
How big is he? Is he kind of like human size, or is he?
No, he's like maybe twice human size.
Is he? Crikey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So have you got a twice king size bed?
No, he just, like he's like into me, so he has to like do the time if he wants to do the crime. So he folds up.
He folds up. Okay, so he bends his knees.
His knees kind of come off the bed and he just folds them up.
All right, cool.
Good job.
He's a gentleman.
Does he do yoga?
No, he doesn't have to.
Oh, well, he might have to when he gets a little bit older.
Actually, he is an older man, I guess, like because he's hundreds of years old, because they have like different life expectancy there. But it's like when you translate, it's like dog years, you know? So when you translate it to human years, he's a little bit younger than me. So I'm dating a younger man, but he's like hundreds of years old.
So,
Okay.
so is he going to be because he's out of his atmosphere? Does that mean he ages in human years now, or is he still aging like he is? So you're going to be aging a lot quicker than he is, and then is he likely to try and move on to somebody else, maybe?
Oh my God, no, because aliens, like that's why it's so much better to date an alien, because to them, they're attracted to my soul and my beauty, but they're not like, they don't perceive human bodies and faces in the same way that we do. So they're not misogynistic in that way. They don't discard women onto the trash pile
Nor does David.
when they get too old.
David's been married for 30 years. He hasn't discarded his woman.
No, but I'm just talking about like alien society, not like specifically. But it sounds to me like there's more of a risk of him getting discarded somewhere or carted off somewhere.
I've been punching. I've definitely been punching for 2 years. I have.
Holding on.
Oh yeah, I have. I've been like, like the face huggers on Aliens. I've been stuck to it like glue for the last 32 years. I had a good thing and that was it.
Oh, it's so sweet. But it's like, that's like a long time to be married. That's like really commendable.
Yeah, we got married as we were kids. Yeah, we were kids when we got married. We got pregnant, got married. Everybody give us a year, and we are 30 years later. She can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I wish more people were like that, because like that's kind of the problem with Tinder, is that everything's like so fleeting. Like people have like literally no commitment, no nothing. It's everything's so empty and dead inside.
Yeah, I was saying that to my wife, because we with COVID we haven't been going out of the house. So as a singleton, it must have been a nightmare for these single people that are ordinarily going out and they're not physically allowed to meet up with people or see people and things like that. So yeah, I imagine the last 18 months have been a bit of a nightmare. So, good on you for finding somebody out there that you can do at any stage. It's brilliant.
Someone compatible.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully he won't murder you in your bed.
No.
Or suck your brains out or something.
Yeah, like one day I'll just find my skeleton, just like a shell of a person left, because the night went too well.
Well, yeah, or you could be all over the bedroom in little bits, maybe.
Yeah, so like, yeah, he has to take it slow, but it's amazing.
Oh, good. That is
Okay,
good.
that's great. But I'm gonna ask you now, how does an alien get a haircut?
Get what?
A haircut.
Oh, aliens? No, they don't have a hair.
Yeah, they do. He clips it.
You got a book there or something, have you? I did have another question, but you've thrown me so many times.
Oh, come on, Dave, you must have a question.
I can't remember. I had another one, and it was a serious, sensible question as well, but you've just blown it out of my head now, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh yes, I got it back now. So, obviously, Area 51 and Roswell.
Yeah.
Is he related to the guys that crash landed in Roswell, or is that another species from another planet?
I can neither confirm nor deny. All I'm gonna say is there's like, we don't talk about Roswell here that much, and like that's why I don't mention his name, because he's seen what's happened to the other guys and he doesn't want to be in their place.
Oh, okay.
Say that. That's partly why they don't want to come here and help us, because they're scared that this is what we're gonna do to them. Because like when they abduct us, they just do gentle probing. It's all, anesthesia and stuff, put us back, maybe a little chip, nothing major. But when we caught them, like we really like
dissected them.
We did a lot of horrible things to them. So they were like, oh my God, this is like a little extreme.
Yeah, but when you think of all the species that we've made extinct on our own planet, I don't. Yeah, it's pretty sad, really,
Yeah, because they can't really tell like an average alien child. Like they can't tell the difference because we all look the same to them. So they can't tell the difference between necessarily like a person and a monkey or a monkey and a dog. Like, it's like we all look kind of like it's mammals. So yeah, they're very confused about why we keep killing things. And we don't
each other.
And each other, yeah. But and also these other like our smaller brothers. So
And eating them.
And eating them, yeah.
Yeah, especially if they can't tell the difference between a human and a pig, and then we go and kill 30 of them off the back of a lorry and then cook them up for dinner. I mean, they must be pretty shocked.
Yeah, they think we're wild.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah, well, we are still really, aren't we?
We are, yeah,
pretty much.
Some of us are a bit more wilder than others.
They definitely don't want to come up to Wales. They definitely leave if they went to the valleys, they'd be really shocked.
No. I should just like do a quick disclaimer that they don't like all those things about like how the aliens like came and like kidnapped a cow or something. They don't do that. They're like very peaceful. This is just like it's just a government propaganda to make them look bad.
What about crop circles then? Is that nonsense as well? They don't really leave tracks like that?
We haven't really talked about it, but I can ask.
Yeah.
I'll ask them.
I know how farmers make crop circles, actually. They use a protractor.
Oh, you're on form tonight. I think the next time Abbie has a crack at stand-up, you need to go with a tear, I think.
Yeah, you should write some jokes for me.
Yeah, you can warm the crowd up.
I love it.
Yes, it's great. We should get you on more often.
It's good. Really good. So yeah, are you going to come on? If there's wedding bells and you guys get married, are you going to come on and tell us all about the wedding and the honeymoon?
Yeah, I'd love to, because that's definitely in the works. And as far as I know, I'm pretty sure that I legally can marry him.
In England or in space?
No, like legally, like maybe if not in England, then in like a European country. I'm pretty sure there's going to be one country that allows this to happen, like actually allows it to happen.
Okay, you're not coming to Holland, are you?
Maybe Holland, yeah, because I know didn't a guy marry a sheep in Holland?
Probably
once. Like I'm pretty sure that, but like years ago. But that happened. Like that.
Maybe that was an alien as well. Maybe he got high on marijuana and was a bit spaced out.
Yeah. So it might actually be Holland, but I need to look into it. So, but look, he hasn't like asked the question. He doesn't know what it is, so I need to like telepathically hint it to him first, and just to make sure that he doesn't get me a telepathic ring or anything like that.
Hey, you want a proper ring, don't you?
Yeah, like we want a real ring. So I need to explain some things to him first so he knows what he's doing. And then I think, I think I'll be Mrs. Alien, hopefully.
Yeah.
Are you Mrs. A, you'll be Mrs. A.
Yeah.
You still can't release his name though, can you? Because of his safety, so you're going to have to be careful.
Yeah. So I'll have to keep my name in my passport because...
Yeah.
Well, you're already You're already Abbie, so...
yeah.
But tell him you don't want none of this cheap kryptonite stuff. You want a real diamond ring.
Yeah. None of that.
No moon dust.
Yeah, exactly. None of that stuff. Stardust.
Yeah.
Moon rock is worth a fortune, mind.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the same as a diamond, though, Dave.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You could polish it up, can't you?
You can't polish a turd.
No.
So yeah, but yeah, I would love to come back and tell you guys all about it, and I'll have like footage and stuff.
Yeah,
definitely. I think when he asked me to marry him, like there'll be like stuff coming out.
Will it be a party?
Yeah, I think it should be actually. Maybe even like a Zoom party. I don't know, because there's people around the world who have an interest in this.
Okay, but we want the exclusive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, don't go to the sport this time. We'll
no, don't go to the Guardian or any other rubbish.
No, but like, you know what? It's so funny because that story, like, it just keeps giving. Like, this like big channel on YouTube did like a whole thing about it just yesterday, and like they did it like it was a serious like mystery.
Yeah.
And it got so many angry comments from people like what? Like, like people get triggered by it so much. But yeah, it's still making the rounds, like in different places like Portugal.
Yeah, but I watched you on a podcast the other day, and it said that you made this story up to get instantly famous. That's how it worked.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously. I mean,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly.
I'm not. This is all clearly true and happened to me.
Yeah, to you, yeah.
And not like, it's not like not true. But if allegedly it were not entirely true, then it would be something like, struggling actress. People suspect that I might be trying to get famous on the cheap.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was what you said. Yeah,
getting famous on the cheap. That's what I call it, allegedly.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. This is true love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And people who say that, they just want to tear us apart because they don't want to see true love,
Yeah.
Or they're like earthmen who are bitter and jealous.
Are they? Yeah. Is it mainly men that you're finding coming with the negativity rather than females? Is it mainly the men?
People like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
In his fucking flatulent rocket.
Yeah, he's like so bitter. He probably like, if only he could see that would be so funny. But no, actually, there's been like two types of responses. One is, three. One is, oh, whatever, like, oh, she just wants attention. People are trash. Like, I hate Instagram people, whatever.
Yeah.
And the other response is mainly men. And when the story first came out, like my DMs are still blowing up every single day of like literal marriage offers, like without even me. They're like, oh, I'm this guy, I live in so and so, like, you don't know me, but like I'll marry you today, because these guys, like, they're saying, I'm going to prove to you that you don't need an alien. You need me. You want an alien because you haven't met me. Like, I'm the guy with the biggest ego and the biggest fingers. I'll show you my fingers. You won't need the alien fingers anymore.
Yeah, and that's the guy that turns up and he don't deliver.
Usually, yes.
The only thing he's delivering is a fucking pizza on a Saturday night.
So have you had any any horrible backlash? Because obviously I know it was in the newspapers. So have there been any, just nasty stuff that's
no, not really. The worst thing is, like, I get a lot of comments, and again, I think it's like English people, like, no offense, like, I love you all, please don't execute me, Queen of England, but there's like, I think sometimes, again, the negative comments I got from it is just like, oh, she's like a nobody, like, don't know this actress, she's not famous, just wants attention. And the other one is like my appearance, that I look bad, or like I look like too fat, or I look too fake, or something like that. And it's mainly like comments from people in England who, I don't know, I think they just don't like the bimbo aesthetic or something, and maybe people aren't getting the joke.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you're just you've proven yourself right straight away.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So the minute you get some hate, if the minute somebody says that about your appearance or whatever, the reason why you're dating an alien is because of people like that anyway. So they're just proving what you're telling them.
But it's also predominantly women.
Not them butch lesbians.
No, not the butch lesbians. We love each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's kind of like, yeah, I was a little disappointed because I wasn't expecting that response from women. I was expecting more women to be like, where can I get one? Which is also happening. So a lot of women get it and they're like, yeah, I want one too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh.
So, but yeah, so and it's funny because like with the guys, like with the way that people react to the story, I thought more people would be like, oh, like she's crazy. Nobody says, hardly anyone actually says that. Most people are just like, they focus on something totally unrelated to the story, not the alien part. Like the men, like, who want to date me, they're like, I'll show you, you don't need an alien. I'm like, wait a second. Like, I literally just said I'm dating an alien. Did you forget the first part? Like, that doesn't get addressed at all. And like with the people critiquing me for my appearance also, like, well, what about the alien part? Yeah. Just like, okay. Yeah. That's what we care about now.
Yeah, it's pretty thin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just because it's like instant like gratification from being negative. People just don't pay attention anymore to anything. I feel like that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
It is, unfortunately. That's the society we live in. And like you said, you just hit the nail right on the head with the instant gratification bit.
Yeah.
You know, people want everything now, and they expect that they can take everything now.
Yeah.
You know, there's no waiting for anything. And yeah, it's a shame.
Sad times, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I'd love to see you in like I'm not a fan of it and I've never watched it, but maybe like the Big Brother house, if you starred in here, I would definitely watch that. Or like what about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Would you be up for that?
Yeah, just not like in the jungle because I'm scared of bugs.
But last year was in a castle in Wales, wasn't it? But they still had bugs. They imported the bugs in.
Oh no,
But
that's not for
maybe
me. But
maybe
I
they
do.
could do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Star Trek.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my, like you should, somebody should tell like Virgin Galactic that's like Branson should sponsor that. I'd love to do reality TV, but like Big Brother is over.
Yeah, I'm a Celebrity,
Great.
Get Me Off This Planet.
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Off This Planet, and then you like put them in this phallic
International
spaceship.
Space Station. International Space Station.
And
fly
like
up there on a massive penis.
It's like, or like, does that show Come Dine With Me? Is that still on?
Yeah,
I don't know. That was a good show.
Yeah,
that was so toxic. Like these people are so horrible to each other over food. And the price was like nothing. It was like 500 pounds or something.
Well, that one girl killed herself, didn't she, on it?
Did she? What? Oh my God, I didn't know that.
On Come Dine With Me, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she had, I think she had bipolar or something. She had some really, and she got drunk on the show and she fell asleep by the oven or whatever.
Yeah.
And a few months later, she killed herself.
Oh, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it's quite an entertaining show.
Yeah,
because it was so like evil. Like
everybody
evil. I've never seen so much like drama over like a bun. It was like, what?
You didn't make it yourself? You mean you bought it in Sainsbury's?
Yeah. Taste of Sainsbury's. Daniel exposed. What? I don't get, like, I'm not a foodie in that way. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, just order it from the Indian down the road.
Yeah, but there should be a Big Brother house for like intergalactic, like Big Brother.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see them because they'd be all invisible.
No, you wouldn't be able to do that. And we covered something on a previous podcast, and that was naked attraction.
Oh yeah,
but I know you said they're not interested in the human form; they're only interested in the mind and soul. So you have to try and figure out another way of doing it.
Yeah, the mind and soul, like telepathic attraction.
Yeah, it'd be more like blind date, like old Cilla Black used to do it behind the shutterboard, and then you can telepathically speak to each other.
Classic, yeah, or like telepathically, like checking someone out.
Yeah. How would you televise that though? Because nobody else would be able to appreciate what's going on.
You would just like
static on the TV.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be popular here. I think we just have to like sell it to the Andromeda TV people.
Yeah, I don't think it would go out. No.
All right then. I think we pretty much covered it, but don't forget to come back with your big news, especially if you get pregnant. I mean, that'll be a bit of a crazy experience for you, I guess.
Oh, is that what people are waiting for me to get pregnant?
I don't know. I just thought about it.
Obviously, Terry is.
That I think I will do it actually. Like, just like very quickly before we go, I'll just mention one person who like that was like the one comment that was like so unacceptable. Someone commented when it first came out the story that I already look pregnant, because you should obviously never say that to a woman. But that was a girl said that about me. Like one of the first comments that came out was like, "Oh, she looks like she's pregnant already." And like,
I think women are bitchier than men.
Sometimes I thought this is changing now, you know, especially like the Zoomers are a little different, but I was like so disappointed. It's like, wow, like this is supposed to be changed, like this is supposed to be different now. Like we're not in the 1990s anymore, but like it's like some people just like they're just, I don't know, sad. But so actually I will do that. I probably will get pregnant just because of that. Like I think there might be interest.
Don't do it just because I said so.
Not like with an Earthman, but with my alien boyfriend. I'll get pregnant by him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And don't forget when you get engaged and you have a party, maybe you could invite us.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
we'll
Like,
get for that.
we need to look into the logistics, but let's keep in touch on that because that is not unlikely that it might have like an actual wedding reception might happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm up for coming up on a rocket.
Yeah.
Oh, a spaceship, I mean, not a rocket. You have to beam me up, Scotty.
I'm just a bit nervous about the +1 if I got to bring the wife and she ends up staying up there and don't come back.
Am I bringing me, Dave?
Oh,
I'd be +1.
Okay, just us pair then. That's all right. It's a bit easier.
oh, I see. You're trying to block your wife from.
That's what I
the
said.
alien
I've been like that for 32 years.
But you're safe. They wouldn't do anything because they know you're my friends now, so they wouldn't try and seduce your women.
Cool.
Okay, that's cool.
They won't do that. I'll tell them not. I'll tell them to like tone it down a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, they might even try to seduce us. So
They might. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you never know. You're very nice. You're
I'm
open.
open-minded.
don't tell that to his wife.
But I've never been probed, but I've been told, don't knock it, innit?
Yeah, like probing, like, there's nothing about probing that doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be not pleasurable, like.
Well, I've been probed and it's overrated.
That depends on who's doing the probing and the like.
It's usually a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't had,
Yeah.
I'm not 50 yet, so I haven't had to have that probe. As long as he don't lose his wristwatch up there, I won't mind.
Yeah, your ring is hurting me, doctor. That's not my ring, that's my wristwatch.
Yeah, you don't want to be losing evidence behind, especially
No.
if you're a doctor.
Definitely not.
All right then.
Okay.
All right, Abigail, it's been lovely to speak to you.
Wonderful to be invited. Loved every second of it. We'll keep you guys updated on the alien situation.
In
Yeah,
touch.
please do.
Yeah, it's been fun. And
Yeah.
Don't listen too much to the haters.
No, you're a lovely, lovely person, and we've really enjoyed having you on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Cool. All right, thanks, Abigail. Speak to you again soon, okay?
Thanks a
Okay.
lot.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and keep us informed about the movie.
I will. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, because it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, be cool. All right.
Brilliant. Okay.
All right. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
And you.
Good.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You staying on?
Sorry, did you guys want me to leave?
Unless you just pause it or
No, because I'm like, I literally just press the leave meeting thing and it's halfway pressed.
Yeah, you can go. It's okay.
were
Tell Paul we said hi.
Because he said everything, as little edits as possible. So it's okay, bye.
Well, I don't edit anything, so.
This is so funny. But yeah, I'm leaving, right?
okay.
Take care.
Yeah,
I do. I hope you had
Take
fun.
care. Well, I gotta be honest, that's been my most favorite one to date.
Cool.
That was brilliant, and I hope she does come on again. That was great fun.
Yeah, well, I'll keep in touch with her on Twitter and stuff anyway. So
Definitely.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Very
Nice to see she doesn't really take herself too seriously and allegedly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say allegedly. So she laughed at some of my jokes, which was always good.
Yeah, that's right. Did you try him out on Sherry first?
I did, yeah.
Did Sherry laugh?
She did it a couple of them. The eclipse one was that just made me laugh so much. How does an alien get his hair cut? He clips it. I was like, fucking hell. I think that was my funniest one because as soon as I read it, it just tickled me straight away, and I was like, "That's just hilarious."
That was good. That was really good.
But yeah, and then a couple of the other ones were. But yeah, there is a woman called Paula. I found her on the internet. Actually, there's a woman called Paula Smith, who claims to be abducted 52 times already. And I was actually going to try and reach out to her and get her on at the same time, but they might have had a bit of an argument about it. So.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to get her on at another time, though.
Yeah, maybe we can track it down.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ask her experiences. So.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think we need a news story now, do we? After that, really?
Well, that was the news story, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
brilliant.
All right then, mate. We'll leave it there, and I think I'm gonna go and stare at the stars. You never know what's going to happen.
No, nanu.
Over and out.
Take it easy.
Sorry.
Ta-da.